All right, it is end of day 10. Didn't do any work on the house today. Today's the last day that my mom's hanging out with me in town and the last night in my hotel. So starting tomorrow, I'm gonna be camping out in the tent and basically living here full time for forevermore. So some things I got done today. We were basically running errands in the morning, picking up last minute stuff like a grill and equipment, stuff like that. But a little garden got planted here. My mom did that, so it's mostly like herbs and some flowers. Went ahead and pitched the tent. There's also a cover for it, but it's inside there, but it's not supposed to rain for a few days, so I'm not putting the cover on. I've got like a little sleeping mat. I've got some blankets and stuff like that. We picked up a bunch of gear. So I went through and I resorted everything. So everything in the buckets now, like the buckets are extremely organized. So I have certain ones for tools, certain ones for rope and glue and adhesives, and certain ones are just for food. Certain ones are for like washing and stuff like that. So everything in there got organized. I don't plan on doing any work on the house this weekend just because it's a holiday weekend. Not a lot of stuff is open. I don't want to get super dirty and sweaty. I'm not going to be able to go to the gym all the time to take the showers and stuff because of holiday hours. So I'm going to do some kind of chill stuff around. One of the things I want to do is I want to move this rain fly further back. There's two pretty stable trees back there that I want to run it across. And I want to not make it so wonky and warped. And I want to move my storage a little bit further back so I have a little more room in the front. I'm probably going to end up cutting down a lot of these trees around here. This is going to kind of become my little kitchen table. I have a second rain fly that I'm going to pitch over this, probably between two of the trees over here. So I'll probably do a little more clearing as well to get, I'll have a separate storage area from like a kitchen area set up. And then over here under this rain barrel, we actually got a grill and a propane tank. So I'm going to build these tomorrow. That's going to give me an option to cook if I don't want to use my rocket stove. So building's on pause for a couple days. Next couple days is going to be kind of clearing, setting up, getting the kitchen set up. I also need to clear a space to get my solar panels charging so that I can power all my tools so that when I go back to building, that works out. And then I don't think I've done a clear shot of the building, so here you go. Here's the doorway, window there. There's another window on the other side. And then the back wall is going to be flat or just like nothing on it. And then the reason why the door is facing this way, even though I've been coming into the property here, this is actually the very back of the property. All of the 3 acres faces that way. So there's a whole bunch over there and a bit more over towards that way. That's where the majority of the property is. Oh, and then one last thing for those who are curious about a couple things. This is going to be my poop bucket. I have an actual toilet made with a urine separator to do a dry toilet. So this is full of the shavings. So that's going to go on the poop to keep the poop really, really, really dry. And I got my toilet paper. So this is kind of like I know we're used to toilets where the poop goes in water. That's actually really not hygienic or good for the environment. You want to keep it dry. And then we built this today. This is a pot in a pot with sand in between. It's a natural refrigerator. So you pour water in here and then the inside pot gets cooled through evaporation through the outside. So I'm hoping to keep about a dozen eggs in here and just keep this supplied with water a couple times a day. And then that'll keep my eggs refrigerated so that I can always have eggs on me, which would be great. So that's a couple little things I got done too. Cool. See you next time.